Hey, welcome back to the Smelly Tele. Today we're going to be learning how to play Get Back by the Beatles. This has got some great parts by John Lennon, and George Harrison does some pretty interesting rhythm things here too. If you want the guitar tabs for this, look down in the description below. I'll put a link there, and that'll take you to Patreon. You can get access to all the guitar tabs for any of my guitar lessons on Patreon there. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me continue to make more guitar lesson videos for you. That's enough talking. Let's go play some guitar. Alright, Get Back by the Beatles. This song only really has 3 chords in it. You're going to need to know an A chord. When you're playing George Harrison's part, you're just going to use your first finger to lay down on the 2nd fret of the D string, G string, and B string. And your A is going to be open. You're also going to need to know a G chord. This G is played with the 3rd fret on the low E. This 2nd finger getting that 3rd fret is muting the A string. So you don't have the 3rd down on this one. And then you have an open D, open G, 3rd fret of the B with your 3rd finger, and then the 3rd fret of the high E with your 4th finger. And then you have a D chord. It's pretty standard, just an open D. First finger's got the 2nd fret of the G string. 3rd finger's got the 3rd fret of the B string. And your 2nd finger's got the 2nd fret of the high E. And to open up the song, John Lennon uses the A bar chord. And the intro to this song sounds like this. Okay, and what John's doing there is he's using his bar chord on the left hand, and his right hand he's just using kind of the fingers here, and he's bouncing them on the strings. He's not hitting and holding. That's hitting and holding. What he's doing is he's bouncing. He's kind of ricocheting off of those strings, and what it does is it kind of gets a muted ring sound. You don't hear the attack of the pick or your finger. You just get this kind of ambient ringing that starts happening, and the guitar just starts to resonate on its own. Okay, then you drop down to the G7 chord. That's just a G7 bar chord. That's your first finger all the way across the 3rd fret. Your 3rd finger's got the 5th fret of the A string. And then your 2nd finger's got the 4th fret of the G string. And then you go to the D chord. And then we're into the first verse of the song. And here we're just going to do kind of a blues shuffle thing. So you're going to go 5 on the low E, and then 7 on the A. And you're going to go... play it twice, add the 9th fret of the A string, and then you're going to play the 7th 3 times. 9th again, back down to the 7. Okay, and through this, we're going to be going, Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner. Then we're going to go up to the 4 chord. This is on the 10th fret of the low E and the 12th fret of the A string. It's the same strumming pattern and the same rhythm pattern. So your hands are going to do the same thing that we did down here at the 5th fret. We're just going to do it now up at the 10th fret. But he knew it couldn't last. And notice the pinky finger is now getting the 14th fret here as we're doing this shuffle. Then John Lennon's got a little lick here. Sounds like this. And to play that, you're going to start on the G string, slide the 9th fret up to the 11th fret, 10th fret of the B, 12th fret of the B with a full bend, play the 12th fret of the E string, then play the 12th fret of the B again and release your bend. 10th fret of the B, 11th fret of the G. You're kind of going to slide down because you're going back to the A chord on the 5th fret. And when we come in here, when Paul sings Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, there's kind of a hiccup when John comes in. So that hiccup sounds like this. So instead of coming in hard and strong, he comes in kind of with a little hiccup there. Okay? Now let's take that lick that John Lennon plays, and then we'll go into the next line of the song. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona. 4-chord, California grass. And then we get the same lick here that John Lennon plays. And then we're in the chorus. And in the chorus we're singing Get Back. And the part from John Lennon sounds like this. Okay, you're going to play that. You're sliding from the 7th fret of the E string up to the 9th fret. Then you play the 7th of the A, 9th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D. And then we play this little chord up here. It's actually a A7 chord. And if you play your D-shaped A, and then you play a 7 of that. And what you want to do is, instead of using the stronger half of your hand, that's the first finger, second finger, and third finger, you want to use kind of the weaker half, which is going to be putting your pinky in there. So the pinky is going to get the 9th fret of the E string there. The second finger will get the B string on the 8th fret. And then your third finger is going to get the 9th fret of the G string. And then you play it twice. Then the chord's going to change. Okay, and that's a D7 chord, and you're using your first finger to get the 7th fret of the G string, 7th fret of the B string, and then your second finger's got the 8th fret here on the high E. And that's just a D7. Okay? So the D7 chord, 2, 3, 4. Back to the A7 chord. Then John Lennon's going to play the first guitar solo. It sounds like this. Alright, to play that, we're going to slide from the 9th fret of the G string up to the 11th fret. And then we're going to play the 10th fret of the B string 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the 12th fret of the B string. Play the 12th fret again and give it a full bend. Play the 12th fret of the high E string. Play the 12th fret of the B string again and release your bend. 10th fret of the B. 11th fret G. 10th fret of the B. Then we drop down to the 7th fret of the A string, slide up to the 9th fret. 7th fret D, 9th fret D, 7th fret G, drop down to the 5th fret of the G, 7th fret of the D, 5th fret of the G again. You can give it a little quarter bend there. It's like giving it a little bit of English. Then you're going to play the 11th fret of the G string. You're going to play that once, and then play the B string on the 10th fret and play it 4 times. That one has a little bit of a different timing. It sounds like this. Okay, so that was the 11th fret G, 10th fret B 4 times. Then play the 12th fret of the B string twice, and the second time you play it, give it a full bend. 12th fret of the high E. Play the 12th fret of the B again and release the bend. 10th fret of the B, 11th fret G, 10th fret of the B. Drop back down to the 7th fret of the A string, slide up to the 9th. 7th fret D, 9th fret D, 7th fret G, down to the 5th fret of the G, 7th fret D, 5th fret of the G, and then the new lick here is, and to do that you want to bend the B string 7th fret, 5th fret of the B, 7th fret of the D, 5th fret of the G, 7th fret, give it a bend, 5th fret of the G, 7th fret of the D, 5th fret G, 7th fret G. So that looks like this. Okay, let's take that solo all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're back to the rhythm figure with the shuffle going on, the blues shuffle. This is the chorus, but it's a little bit different than the first chorus. It sounds like this. Get back. We're on the A chord, that's your 1 chord. Get back. Go to the 4. Back down to the 5th fret. We're going to sit on this. Get back. Get back to where you once belong. We're going to stop here on the 10th fret of the E string, 12th fret of the A string. And if you're counting that out, you're going to have get back. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and get back, 1 and 2 and 3. Get back and 2 and 3 where you want to be, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So notice how we're hitting this 4 chord here on the and. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's an interesting timing thing. Then Billy Preston's going to play the Fender Rhodes, and we're just going to play rhythm underneath him. And the rhythm under the Fender Rhodes sounds like this. On the 5 of the E string, or A chord, 1 chord. Here we go. Go up to the 4 chord. Then we're going to pull the lick from our chorus out. And then we're going to play this figure again. 5th fret, 7th fret, and we're going to hammer on the 9th, do the shuffle. Move it up to the 10th fret. And then we're into the second verse, and we're going to do 2 licks that we already know between the lyrics, and I'll show that to you when we get there. So, at the top, 2, 3, 4. Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. So we've seen this lick before. Looks like this. Okay. That's just the G string, 9th fret, slide up to the 11th fret. 10th fret of the B. Give the 12th fret of the B a full bend. 12th fret of the E. 12th fret of the B, release the bend. 10th fret B, 11th fret G. Then we have that hiccup again when he goes, all the girls around her. So the lick, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the hiccup. Around her say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Okay, and we played that lick before. That's also in the guitar solo. So all that was the B string, 7th fret, give it a bend. Down to the 5th fret. 7th fret of the D string. 5th fret G. 7th fret G with a full bend. 5th fret G. 7th fret D. 5th fret G. 7th fret of the G. And then we're into the chorus. Same licks as the chorus as before. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Second line of the chorus here. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Then John Lennon takes another guitar solo. Sounds like this. And to play that, you're going to play the 9th fret of the G string, slide up to the 11th fret. Then you're going to play the B string 7 times. Then play the 12th fret of the B string 2 times. And you're going to give the 3rd time you play this 12th fret a full bend. Play the 12th fret of the high E string. Release the 12th fret of the B string. So you bring that bend down. Then you got the 10th fret of the B. 11th fret of the G string, 10th fret of the B string, and then we're dropping down. This is just like the other solo. You're going to slide from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on your A string, 7th fret D, 9th fret D, 7th fret G, 5th fret G, 7th fret D, 5th fret G, and then we got the lick on the B string. Starting on the B string, we're going to bend the 7th fret, 5th fret B, 7th fret D, 5th fret G, 7th fret, bend it, 5th fret G, 7th fret D, 5th fret G to the 7th fret. Then we're going to go back to the 9th fret, slide up to the 11th fret, play the 10th fret of the B string 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to play the 10th fret of the B string, 12th fret of the B string, give the 12th fret a full bend. Then we're going to do a double stop with the 12th fret of the B and the 12th fret of the E string, and you're going to bend the 12th fret of the B and release it. Then you're going to play the 10th fret of the B, 11th fret G. Then you're going to play the 12th fret of the B with a full bend, 10th fret B, 12th fret with a full bend. Play that 10th fret of the B, 12th fret with a full bend, 10th fret of the B, 12th fret with a full bend, 10th fret of the B. Then we're going to give the 12th fret a full bend, 10th fret B, 11th fret G, 10th fret B, 12th fret of the B again, give it a full bend, 10th fret B, 11th fret G, 10th fret B, 12th fret B. Okay, and that solo all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're into the last chorus of the song. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Then we're at the end of the song. And that lick that I just played there is actually done on the Rhodes, I believe, but it's kind of fun to play on guitar too. So to play that little lick, all you got to do is play the 7th fret of your D string, 7th fret of your B string, 5th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the B string, and then kind of a double stop on your 4th fret D, 3rd fret B. So right when I play that D7 chord, you can just leave your first finger laying down on that fret there as you're playing the 7 chord, and then it becomes a right hand technique. You can just play the whole lick with your right hand. I'm using my pick to play this. And then my finger gets the high note. It's kind of claw pick. It goes pick, finger, pick, finger. Okay, see that? That's all it is at the end of the song. Okay, those are John Lennon's parts. Let's grab the Telecaster and keep going here. So then we got George Harrison's part. George is, he's playing on the and beat, so we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And he's going to do that for the intro and the first verse and first chorus. After the first verse and chorus, George changes his rhythm, which is very interesting. Instead of continuing to play on the and beat, he goes to the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, he goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that second rhythm figure after the first chorus really starts making that song march and drive in a really interesting way. It's driving already before, but because he changes it, it really accentuates that kind of march and that punchiness of the song, which is really cool. So let's just take the intro here, the first verse, chorus, and we'll get to the part where we're going to play on the one beat or on the downbeats while John Lennon's taking a solo, and then we'll go ahead and practice the whole song. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a G chord and a D chord, and we're going to continue playing on the ands. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner. Switch to the D chord, but he knew it couldn't last. Back to the A chord. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. G chord, D chord. Then we're into the second half of the chorus. Sounds like this. Get back. So George just plays an A chord and then a 7 chord. A chord, 7 chord. And that's for the second half of the Get Back chorus. So that is just the open A, like we've been playing, and then we're going to change our fingering. The first finger is going to get the second fret of the D string. Second finger is going to get the second fret of the B. Your third finger is going to get the third fret of the high E, and you're going to play the open G string. So it's get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Come in on the one beat. John Lennon takes a solo here. G, D. Back to A, G, D. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. That's the D chord. And then we have Billy Preston's solo, and the rhythm guitar pretty much stays the same for George. And that's all the parts for Get Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.